Confidence is not a feeling. Confidence is a decision. So feelings are something which are moving.
Yeah.
You come, you go.
Yeah.
If I grab it and hold on to it, it becomes insecure. In those times, there was this new thing which was known as MBA. When the final merit list came, I was looking from bottom, and then all of a sudden I looked at the top. I was there in the top 3.
So you were a Chhodda Shamalda Chhacha from 3 years.
So what is it that a celebrity does when he gets and comes into the red carpet? Probably you will see them waving a hand, pointing at someone. In reality, there is nobody they know, right? It's action first, which will build the confidence.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of our podcast where we untangle chaos and find clarity. I'm your host Piyush Sharma. Today's topic is how you speak, how you go out in the world and present yourself as the best possible version of yourself. These are the type of questions that you also face on a daily basis. For this, we have our esteemed guest with us, Mr. Saurabh Banwar, who will actually talk about confidence and how to face the real world. He has helped around thousands of students over 2 decades. I'm really happy to host you over this podcast. Sir, so the very first question, what do you think confidence actually is?
Confidence is a kind of a belief system that you build. Now, for students, for a younger person, it's a loop that you have to create, right? And this loop is about 3 things. Number 1 is starting. Number 2 is building it, and then creating it as a firm, this thing. And this goes on. And you have to keep building it. So it's an ongoing process. That's one of the formal technical definition I'll give you. Number 2, on the easier side, confidence is a reflection. So it's internal reflection and external reflection. External is what you project, what people see. Internal comes around all those challenging times, all those tough times. How do you really create yourself or are yourself at those times? So these 2 R's are these second phase. The third way to look at it, confidence is a skill. And if it's a skill, you have to continuously build on it. So those are the 3 things I will put confidence into.
So were you always confident growing up or you developed this skill over time? As you mentioned, it's a skill.
Yeah. If you look at my past, not at all. So I came from a very, very moderate, humble background, simple schooling, and so there were a lot of things. There was lack of exposure, limited environment, and in such cases, you have your own simple, very restricted mentality, think and everything. So confidence was totally out of the window there. Do simple things and go around. But over a period of time, we built it up, and that journey will go through. I'll share a few examples, few experiences that how it came all around.
I would really want to know what was your defining moment where you found confidence and you started believing in yourself that you can go out in the world and just do any sort of thing, what you set your vision towards.
In those times, there was this new thing which was known as MBA. So a lot of my friends were preparing, the serious guys who study, and I used to go and see what exactly are you doing like. So these guys, they gave me a simple input. This is something if you pass or if you get into, you get a 5-figure salary. And that was interesting. So I said, cool. So I just started flipping through. The few of the guys, they used to study bigger books, and I used to take it and flip through it during the night and return it in the morning. So this process was going on, and all of a sudden there came a form. So I also filled up the form, and all these things were happening. So then there came the exam, and finally we went for the exam. Post giving the exam, after 10th day, I got a call. You have qualified the exam, and now you have to appear for a personal interview and a GD. Now, this was scary.
Yeah.
Because never did that.
I can relate with you so well here.
So first thing I did was hide the letter. But somehow my dad came to know about it. So he asked me, how are you going about it? I said, I'll see what can be done. But inside, there was a big, not to say, bigger one, tsunami, you can call it. So, and in the other times there were no digital media, you cannot watch interviews and everything. I used to read how people answer things and everything, and then prepared and everything. And finally, I went for interview. That was in some other state, it was near to Hyderabad. So that location was new. Guys from all the bigger cities, confident people, looking good and everything, and I went into it. And when that thing was going on, I noticed something, that probably everybody was equally nervous or equally worried about it. I simply said to myself, what is the maximum I can lose here? Probably not get selected. So finally, the result of it was next day evening when the final merit list came, I was looking from bottom, right, who got selected, and then all of a sudden I looked at the top. I was there in the top 3.
So you were the Chodda Shamalda Chachad from 3 Idiots.
And that was like shocking and surprising. Went back home, told I got selected. Now, you can imagine the level of confidence, aura that I had, that my dad came all the way to that particular place, and the last thing he said to me was, during the MPA and paying the fees, don't leave this course. No? I put my entire money into it. Whatever happens, you don't leave from here. And that is how things started. So the simple achievement that came out was, from my particular town, that small town, I was the first guy ever to qualify for an MBA. So a lot of recognition and that praises came around, and that built something. Yeah, I can do this. So that was a defining moment on the academic side.
That's great. That's insightful. I mean, the less you think about it, the better it will be for you. You mean to say? Gangs of Wasseypur में एक डायलॉग है, बेटा तुमसे ना हो पाएगा, हमें तुम्हारे लक्षण सही नहीं लग रहे, तुमसे ना हो पाएगा. This is the sort of criticism a lot of students face in their childhoods and through schools or wherever, or through friends as well sometimes. So how do you actually deal with criticism? I mean, I want to know your personal journey.
Now, here I'll bring a simple understanding, one more understanding of confidence. Confidence is not a feeling. Confidence is a decision. So first thing, feelings are temporary, and you may feel good one moment, you may feel worse the other one. But once you decide, that time your feelings subside, you're straight into it. So there's a philosophy in Roman history, it's a Stoic principle that we talk about. Now, Stoicism is more about knowing yourself. Now, in this age, when you are young and somebody gives you a criticism, you take it to your heart, right? That's natural. Even I took it. And most of the time, that becomes the root point. You always stop there. You don't have to take a trip around. Yes, it's there. Accept it. I am this way. So one of the things with criticism is very straight. Own your feelings, but challenge them also. All the time, they won't be the right things. And over a period of time, as you grow and develop yourself, you'll look back and probably see to it that, yeah, it was just something, a passing phase. I came out of it. And that's how you arrive at that confidence.
But there are times where criticisms also becomes insecurities. So how do you distinguish between criticism and insecurities?
Wonderful. So feelings are something which are moving.
Yeah.
It will come, it will go.
Yeah.
If I grab it and hold on to it, it becomes an insecurity. So a simple thing you have to ask is, what is that I'm holding on to? Is it something that somebody said who does not have a control in my life? So he's just trying to influence. So it is something somebody has thrown a stone at you, you've caught it, and now you're holding it. It doesn't work, no. Leave it. The moment you leave it, it will be there, no doubt about it, but you don't have to give your complete attention to it, no. The moment you grow around it, it goes away.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Our insecurities always develop through our external environment. We need to set this distinction clear in our head that whatever happens on the outside is never in our control. It's never 100% in our control. So how you react to that particular situation, how you, like you said, the stone is thrown towards you, how do you catch it or you dodge it? It's 110% up to you. So I really admire what you said right there.
Thank you.
So moving on to the next question, I want to break down what all myths there are about confidence.
Among students?
Yeah, among students.
So with students, there is a very simple belief: I'll do this and I'll become confident. That's myth number one.
Yeah.
You become confident by doing it. So the equation that normally we chase is C to A: confidence, then action. In reality, friends, it is like reverse. It's action first, which will build the confidence. No? So even if you feel or don't feel I can do it, still do it. That first step is crucial. The moment you take an action, everything now is focused in that direction, and over the period of time, by doing it somewhere in between, you will open the lid to your beautiful confident front, and that will keep going. So action is number one. This is something that students should immediately take into action. That's the first. Number two is the second myth: they search for it.
Yeah.
What do I do so I get confidence? What do I wear so that I can get confidence and all? Take it reverse. Just flip the story. I am confident to do this.
That's correct.
And then you start doing it, you will see there is a change in the scenario and the perception about yourself.
There is a concept called as dopamine addiction, that is decreasing the focus for everyone. I mean, there is a trend now that the reels that you see online, they are getting shorter in time because our attention span is going down.
True.
So do you think social media is helping students with to build confidence, or it's increasing their insecurities?
It depends what you consume, right? So it's like having the right food. Now, social media is very much an active part of our life, so we cannot remove it.
Yeah, we cannot deny it, definitely.
So it's like now you play with artificial intelligence with your intelligence. Then create what I do as a simple exercise. I have created certain folders. So what I like and what is relevant and what I think is something new and it needs to be there, I save it. So over a period of time, you create that nice repertoire or a good collection of the right things that you want that will help in my studies, my career, and that's how it is. The moment you get into that huge flood of things, and that is where all these negative feelings of insecurity,
FOMO.
self-esteem, or fear of missing out. Yeah, this thing I missed. Now, I'll tell you a recent example. I had to do a session on AI. Now, AI is something which is right now, and it is changing really rapidly fast. Something new is coming. So when I went into it, initially I didn't know anything about AI. So I had to read a lot. But when I went through the videos and something, over a period of time, I realized it's not everything about AI that I need to know. And what are the good relevant pieces? So then sorted out to selective 4 to 5 areas, good speakers who spoke about it, and then I got a fair idea about it. And that is where I stopped. So that's the kind of mechanism you have to adopt. Good editor, you should know, and all the junk, just chop it off. So that helps you engage with the right things and absorb the right things. And the right nourishment, yeah.
So basically, you are training your algorithm to show you a certain kind of thing. You are not controlled by the algorithm. You control the algorithm. That's a perfect example. So a lot of students in our generation face this. Generally, what happens? They are confident when they are in their safe space. They are confident when they are in their rooms, where they are confident when they are speaking with their friends and everything. But as soon as they go on stage or they have to present, there is this response called as freeze response. So how do you tackle that, and how do you get out of that?
Now, freeze is a response mechanism, as you rightly said. So it's either freeze, fight, or flight.
Yeah.
So I'll fight into that situation, I'll struggle, I'll freeze. And third, I'll not get into it, I'll try to run away. Now I bring a new dimension, get into flow.
Get into the flow.
Now, flow is something which is just an extension of previously we discussed action. So action gives you the starting point, and then you get into the momentum. And flow is where you do really well. Now, most of the experts, most of the good speakers, influencers we see, they look very natural, right?
Yeah.
When they're talking, when they're playing, when they're doing something, right? It's not something that they have got it. It is something that they are in that flow. Now, how to achieve a flow? I'll take a simple example. You enter into a room or a meeting hall, and a lot of people are sitting and they look up at you. So most of the time, people freeze and they'll put their eyes down. They'll probably move towards the side, head down, and they'll go. That's not a confident reflection, right? What if I have just imagined it? This is how I'll open the door. This is how I'll, and these people will be there. They'll be looking at me. Now you walk in. I tell you a simple practice. Pause there. Pause there for 2 seconds. Look around. You go to a function, a lot of people are meeting, chatting. Just look around. And then probably find something to smile at and then walk straight into it. Now you create a flow. I'll just relate it to a real life. You've seen celebrities, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And any of the bigger events, the Oscar, the Cannes, or any of the awards you might have seen. So what is it that a celebrity does when he gets and comes into the red carpet? So they are very conscious about the appearance, right? I'm a celebrity and I have to be dressed up well and everything. So the moment they get out and come into that spotlight area, they switch it. So you'll find them smiling, looking at everyone, and probably you will see them waving a hand, pointing at someone, some love you gestures and everything. In reality, there's nobody they know, right? So one of the terms that we say, faking it.
Fake it till you make it.
Till you make it. So it's a kind of a thing that they're doing. They don't freeze. They are in that flow. I have to do this. I have to wave at someone. I have to smile. I have to pose. And they are in that drill. They are not worried about what others are thinking. So that's one of the techniques.
I read this book as well, and I've heard some motivational speakers as well talking about this particular thing, that there is no difference in the body when you feel excitement or you feel stress.
Perfect.
Excitement also releases cortisol in your body, and stress also releases cortisol in your body. So it's about the way that you're thinking about that particular stress response. It's both excitement and stress are both stress responses. So basically, it's on how you envision it. How to set a distinction between what if I fail and what if I grow.
What if I fail? And
What if I grow? I mean, like I said, like it's a mindset. There are people who have that mindset. What if I fail? And that's the negative emotion that you're talking about. But I really am mentioning this point at this here is because a lot of people find it difficult to grow from what if I fail to what if I grow. I guess this comes with experience, but what's your take on it?
so very simple solution is replace this word I. You replace I with this. Whenever you think with an I, what if I fail? Or what will I do? You are personal. But if I call it this, then I'm addressing a situation. I'm addressing something neutral. I'm addressing something non-emotional. And that changes the entire thought process. So instead of saying, oh, what if I fail? What is this situation about? A neutral one. So this is an interview, and I'll give an interview. Number two, when you are there to do something, do that. Don't carry the baggage of a result into it. You are not there to take out a result. Result will come.
So you just mentioned fake it till you make it. I mean, how true is that statement? And have you ever faked confidence?
You have to.
Okay.
Because two simple realities, you cannot be 100% confident all the time. All days are not the same. And you cannot force yourself to be a confident guy all the time. There may be situations where it may be dicey, it may be something which you really don't know about. And that is where you need to project. Now, faking is not something you do it with in continuance. It is something which you just need to program it. It is some ignition of a car. Just I need to start the engine. And once I start it and I get into the flow, then you are natural, you are good and comfortable doing it. So fake it till you make it has got a very short span of time that you need to get into it, and it's just your programming to get into the flow. That's it.
So, but have you ever faked confidence? If
I
any,
have a
personal
lot of
experience?
times. So probably in the mid 30s or in 30s to 40s, I started losing my hair. So, and once you start losing your hair, your confidence is the number one thing it gets affected, right? So you try a lot of things, hairstyles and all those stuff. So tried a lot of things. It was very clear it's not working there. So there was a patch here. There was some gray white combination, and again patches and everything. And every time somebody meets you, they always comment, "Arey tera baal kam ho raha hai? Arey tera baal kya ho gaya?" So it hits you are bad. So we got a invite for a program. It was a 30-day program, and it was outstation. And somehow I could make out that nobody knows me there, right? So I went for a haircut, and this barber guy, every time I used to go, he used to give me some new solution. So this time when I entered, he was almost ready with his solution, and the first thing I told him was, scissors aside, pick up the razor,
And shaved all of
shave it off. And he shaved it. And for the first, I got it shaved, I got into a cab, I did go home also, and I went off. And then I started attending the training program. So people used to initially look at me, okay, might be something wrong with this. Maybe he lost somebody or something like that.
Yeah.
So went for 2 days, 3 days. And because of that low confidence, I didn't used to interact also with people. But somehow it started building up in some way that I started getting acceptance. Nobody was questioning and everything. And then I started regularly shaving it, and it just went on for a good period. And then it became, what do you call it, as a way of life. So that is how it works.
I want to know about what are these daily habits or mindset shifts we can develop to make ourselves more confident. And this applies to every student as well in this.
So some few things which our beloved students can do. Start doing something new or different in whatever you are doing. Now it is as simple as, if I go for a walk, let me climb a little bit in between. Now anything new, any small thing which you do new triggers a new opening inside you, and that helps. Number two, along with doing something new, challenge yourself a little bit. Very important, because we are in a routine life most of the time. We know what is coming next, this, blah, blah, blah. That routine we need to beat. So the moment I do something different, this again triggers my brain into a new learning. Third, most crucial, I give you a simple formula that's known as the power of one. Take one thought which you are holding for a long time and do one action for it. Now, any one thought which I've been holding long, if I take a one good action for it, automatically you feel good about it. And that's 1% improvement. And 1% every day, you go phenomenal. So that works.
But on our journeys of being a more confident person, there will always be some setbacks. There will always be some rejections that come from the external world that we live in. How do we tackle that?
Learn to fail.
Yeah.
And accept failure. Now, who said that confidence comes only from winning? A more robust confidence will come from losing. Why? Because I know what is there to be down. And let me tell you very straight, the person who has faced failures will be a more confident person. And it's not that people don't fail. Right? 99% of success that you see around somehow has come out from some dramatic failures. And once you come back, that confidence is there to stay. It is not a validated confidence, it is more of an inner rooted confidence. So every time you fail, you dig in, you develop a very, very strong root inside you, and then you grow up. And that is unshakable confidence, because this person has seen the worst. This person has seen it all.
And risen out of it. Yes, that makes sense. You know how the competition is increasing day by day. Like back 30 years back, you would have known how competition was, and now, I mean, to get admissions as well, you need 100. The cutoffs are 100%, 99.5%. The competition is so high. There are so many students out out in our country. When there is so much competition, there creeps in this one thing, that is comparison. You compare yourself to others. You look down upon yourself if you are not at someone else's stature. So how do you deal with comparison? How do you navigate through this?
So again, a very relevant question: comparisons. Now, common sense says don't compare yourself with others and all that stuff, but वैसा होता नहीं है, right? Now, few of the things, whenever you get this triggers for comparison, or as you said, that creeps in, right? You have to ask some 2-3 questions, right? The first one is, what is that I'm comparing? So you actually bring it down to a point. Number 2, see the facts. And facts can be very straight. Somebody's background, upbringing, or the kind of way they have come up to here is very different from your journey. And you are comparing at a point when probably you are standing at one platform. So from here, as you go to next level, their journey, their steps, and everything will be different. A better alternative at what is that I can adapt from you.
Yeah.
So instead of really critically analyzing somebody and comparing myself, oh, they have reached, what is that brought him here and what is that I can adapt? And last, when it's that peer-to-peer or within the campus kind of comparison, go and meet and congratulate them and ask them straight, how did you do it here? I want to learn it. Now, this brings you from that ego state of comparison into a very, very amiable and a simple state. I am okay, you are okay. And that's where you grow more. Otherwise, you will always be fighting to prove yourself.
Yeah.
It will not work.
Yeah, that's true. Before we take the conversation towards an end, I want to know, what is the clear distinction between traits of a person who is actually confident or who is on the journey or maybe faking it?
The person, see, you develop a knack. Everybody has a very simple knack of immediately spotting someone or scanning someone, right? And most of the time you can tell it. This person is genuine or faking it. There are some telltale signs, right? So the person who is not confident but trying to do it, the movements will not be well coordinated. And they will not be comfortable with themselves, or they will not be comfortable in doing something. A person who is confident, I'll give you a very simple example. Most of the time we think, what are others thinking of me? How are they judging me and everything? A confident guy will be like, even if they don't like me, no, I'll be
who I am.
Grounded. It's not exactly who I am, but I'll be myself. So they are more comfortable with themselves instead of adopting some behaviors or trying to do. One more area that comes is, there is a very thin line of difference between confidence and arrogance.
Yeah.
Confidence is something silent. I'll repeat, confidence is something silent and controlled. Arrogance will always be loud, showy, egoistic, trying to prove. So confident person will say, I'm good. Arrogant guy will always be on the hunt for, I am better. I'm better than others, I'm better than this and all. That's the simple.
So how do you not let your confidence turn into overconfidence? Like you said, an arrogant person is overconfident. So how do you not go towards that path of becoming overconfident as well?
Again, excellent point. So I said confidence is silent. So confident guy, he knows he'll do it, but he'll not jump into it. An overconfident guy will jump into it. Now, sometimes it's just one step more that is required. And that step is of controlling yourself. So many a times you will have to stop yourself not doing a lot of things. It's not a race. Confidence is not a race of proving yourself. Confidence is something you establish and leave it there. That's it. That will speak.
So, talking from the perspective of a student would say, I want to be confident. They would have the yearn to learn. But a student who doesn't know where to start, was that one place that he should get himself to so that he can start working on this journey of
Okay.
developing inner strength?
So I'll give the students one simple questions. If, and students can write on this, if they are 100% confident, what are the 3 things you will love to do today? If you are 100% confident now, what are the 3 things you will love to do today? Just write them down. 1, 2, and 3. Done? Now, confidence begins with action. Start doing those 3 things. Because till now you are waiting, right? Confidence आएगा तो मैं ये 3 चीज करूंगा. Start doing it, यार. You will become confident. And that's the simple funda of it. Get doing whatever you are holding, whatever you are doubting all these years. Start doing it. I have never sang, right, in front of an audience. Go and sing. But then you will come out with a single feeling. I sang, I tried it. So whenever a student or anybody comes to me, I want to do this. Now tell me a good formula of it. My question is very simple to them. Have you tried it? And if they say, no, I haven't tried it. That's the first place. Please try it. And then tell me the experience of it. And that's the building of confidence.
So I have, okay, I relate with that as well. This is what my mentor personally told me as well, to, just get into it first and then that confidence won't come to you till the time you put action towards it. I have prepared some rapid fire questions for you.
Lovely.
So first is, if confidence had a smell, what would it be?
Earthy, grounded.
One celebrity who can sell expired milk with confidence to you.
I'll say my all-time favorite is Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. He can.
Why?
Because the personality, the aura that speaks a lot. So any person who brings that, you don't care what he's selling. You just buy it.
Animal. The most confident animal that you would want to be.
That would be lion.
Oh, that's nice. How have you hidden your mistakes when you have goofed up?
Sincerely, I accepted that. ये नहीं हो पाया. मुझे नहीं मालूम. That's it. Because you are authentic, then also you are confident. You are not making it. I don't know. Please tell me. And this is not something I'm confident about. So that is also another level of confidence. That you are confident to willingly accept. It's not that.
So that brings us to the end of the conversation. It was
Lovely.
a lovely experience to host you, and I love the conversations that I had with you. I personally learned a lot, and so I guess the students would be learning. I personally believe that it's your soul's journey. If you actually want to be confident, it is your soul's purpose telling you to be the best version of yourself. So all the best to everyone. And
one last thing for the students. See, every morning you wake up, right? And you will not be waking up confident. So there's one simple thing you have to tell yourself. Love yourself. Be who you are. That's the most important thing at this point of time. You will grow as a confident person, but loving yourself and respecting your own identity is the first crucial step which you start with. You tell yourself, this is how I am, and this is from where I'll grow, and that is where I can take them forward.
thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure hosting you.
Conversation. Loved it.
And hey, if this helped you, it will help someone else as well. So like and subscribe to our channel and comment your biggest confidence win this week.